there. It's both hands lifting up. Right there. And reap. So, one thing I want to go over before we get into the nitty gritty of the O-Soto Gari is the pendulum move again. Okay? So, Sensei Nick will just give me a little bit of a leeway here. Just want to explain to you what you're going to do on the O-Soto Gari on that hook. Actually, good. Yeah, that'll help support. As this foot hooks and reaps up, my head comes down. Right? So, see how you're lifting up, reaping, coming through. See, and the foot comes up, and the head goes down at the same time. The head would never go down without the leg. The leg would never go up without the head going down. They work in unison. So as I step and I hook, I come in, the head comes down, and it never stops. Okay? That's where you have power. Where you run out of power is when you come in and you do this. See how that just ran out of power? But if you come in, hook, there's no stop. That's where you get the torque. And that's where guys who fought in international competition know what hitting the ground at 100 miles an hour feels like. It's not fun. But that's the only way you can generate that type of speed. Okay, O-Soto Gari. We've all been taught O-Soto Gari incorrectly, to be honest. It's funny, Sensei Nikki and I were talking earlier about how we were taught to do O-Soto Gari uchikomis. And I could do really nice uchikomi. Then when it came time to throw, I would always get nervous because then I really couldn't throw, especially on crash pads. I couldn't throw, and for years I was a black belt and couldn't really throw O-Soto Gari, but hardly anyone could. We were taught incorrectly. We were taught to come in here and reap the O-Soto. Problem is, he's alive. He doesn't want to get thrown, right? And the angle is wrong. So there's two O-Soto Garis. One we're not going to go over today is, one is Niso O-Soto Gari from the opposite stance. We hook in here, drop in, boom, throw O-Soto Gari from there. That's left against right. But right against right is the angle, as we're taught, come here, is just not good. The angle, what we need is we need to get this angle here. And this foot, you want to have what you're aiming for, what you won't get, but is a 45-degree angle behind. And as this foot comes in, and this reaps and hooks, it's going to take this leg this way. And when you pull that leg that way with the reap, watch this hook. O-Soto Gari is not only easy to throw, it's actually almost a little bit dangerous because the guy's going to hit really, really hard. So it goes from not being an effective throw to a throw so powerful that you may want to be careful with your partners. Okay? So what we're doing is we want to catch this angle, and if you know you're doing it wrong, right, if this toe is pointing in, if this toe is pointing this way, you're doing it wrong. Your angle's wrong. You want to have this angle where I'm coming in a 45-degree angle. What is my perceived 45-degree angle? What really looks like he's going to move a little bit. And it's going to look more like we're more lined up, but you're not. And when you come in with your hands like this. You don't pull your hands out wide, and you don't do any gyrations. It's a very small move. And then the hook, when you hook this, You're gonna hook this leg. Once that leg goes, this leg's gonna go down, and then my head's gonna go down, the leg's gonna go up at the same time. So my head goes down, leg hooks that leg, lifts up as my head goes down. And if you notice, there's no end to it. You see? And if I really spin, I would just throw myself. There's no end. That's where you get that tremendous power. There's no stopping. So I'm going to just come in here, try to get past this here. My arms never go past this point. And step here, and then this is going to pull this leg out. Oh, sorry. That way. Okay? Again, compared to how we were taught. And then throw. Right? Yeah. We all were taught that way. Okay? Modern Judo's made improvements. So we step here. So I'm lifting up. I'll go this way. Okay, so, got it? We'll give it a try, and then we'll regroup. We'll see what we got. On three, easy. James. Okay. Just because James is a little 2 weight divisions up from you. So, what I wanted to go over, just to clarification a little bit, this way, just is the arm motion, okay? So if he's a smart player, he's going to have the grip here, right? And he's going to be blocking out the shoulder. He's going to be controlling that shoulder, which is a real problem. But for me to lift on this Osoto, I'm going to have to find an opportunity where that elbow is bent, because if it's up like that and straight, I can't get in. So it's going to have to be an opportunity where we're moving, boom, and I get some break. So if you just go this way for me and let me off to the side here, good. And then give me a bend there, good. So you notice James is in a heavier weight division than I am, but the throw will still work. If you notice, look at the lift. See, because I'm going to be in here. See that lift? See? Right there. It's both hands lifting up. Right there. And I'm going to drop onto that arm and lift on it. Now, remember, the angle's not this way. I'm thinking way over there. He's going to end up going that way, but that's not where I'm thinking. Hook in here, and when I reap this leg, think about this leg's going to, I'm going to grab this leg, and my foot's going to go up, my head's going to go down. Okay? So, establish the angle, and this angle isn't any different or more unusual than this. If we're here fighting, not more unusual than me fighting here. It's the same, okay? It's going to happen just as often, okay? And so when I step, pull up, pull up. That toe's pointing in, and this reap is a sickle. And it's going to circle like that. There's no end to it, okay? So when I come in, step, and reap, okay? There's no stop. It's a spin, okay? All right? Verifications? Good. On two, each knee.